with me throughout the sands of time. Love me through the dark desert night. Hold me close, be my partner in crime. Love like glue, the water tide.
I just need to know that you're gonna be ride or die. If kingdoms turned into dust, would you still be my ally? If life wrapped its hands around my neck, bow tie, would you still love me? Just let me know if. What up, Pride? It's your boy Amari, back again with another reaction video. Today we are getting into the 10-year anniversary performance of Hamilton at the Tonys. I did not watch like a single second of the Tonys. One, because I figured there would be some stuff that comes out of it that I needed to react to, but two, I was taking care of my sick mother, and that took precedence, obviously. So, I am excited for this. I have no idea what this will be like, because I've never watched the Tonys before. I don't know if you guys remember. You watched my entire journey of getting into musical. I had no reason to watch the Tonys before now. So, this is going to be a new experience for me. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. If you're new here and haven't seen my whole Hamilton journey, it's still up on YouTube. YouTube is trying to take it down, but it's still up on YouTube for now, so definitely make sure to go check it out. Definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. A lot more Hamilton content coming in the future, a lot more other musicals content coming in, a lot more other musical content coming in. All of my content is musical. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to be reacting to other musicals in the future, so definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into this, and I'll see all you guys on the other side.
After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York. I practiced law, bird work next door. Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. Man, the man is non-stop. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag the tag, I'm amazing and astonished.
Okay, so that changes what I was about to say, because I was just about to say I would not have made this performance nonstop. Like, I would have picked a different song. What song? I don't know. Don't ask me right now. I haven't thought about it, okay? But they had time to think about it. I wouldn't have picked nonstop personally, but this looks like it might end up being a medley, because obviously this is not nonstop. And so, interesting. Now I'm curious what songs they're going to include in the medley. I'm assuming like all of the biggest, most iconic songs from the musical, which I don't have a great grasp on, because like the only stats I have for that are Spotify plays, which is not always the best metric of like how popular or impactful songs are, and also like how many views and or comments I got in the comments of my own reaction series to this, which of course is obviously not a great sample size. So I'm not sure what the biggest, most impactful songs are with the fan base, but I have a general foggy idea, and I'm guessing all of those are going to work their way into this. So I'm excited to see that, see how much of this they include. The nonstop, like it was just the intro, so we'll see. But anyway, back to the point. This clearly is using auditorium mics. I don't know why. Like okay, in theory, I get it. They probably want to include the crowd. Like sounded like there was like some cheering in here. Let me see if it. Yeah, so there's like some crowd noises, some ambiance in the actual mix there, but you can accomplish this same thing without using, you get what I'm saying? Like the auditorium mics makes the audio of them performing not that great. It's like not, but then again, this is for like Broadway and theater fans, so you guys might just really like the reverb that comes from like the sound of performing in a theater. I'm guessing you do, and so maybe that's why they're using that audio feed instead of the live feed coming straight from their mics. But again, you can get the reverb and crowd noises and whatever from auditorium mics while also overlaying that with the actual live feed of their vocals, and so then you can hear them very clearly while still getting all of that additional stuff. That's like some sound engineering stuff. The point is, I wouldn't have made this choice if I was like over this broadcast performance. But it's also like very raw as a result. I'm also going to turn up the audio on my computer because I want to hear them better. But very interesting that they made that choice there, and also very interesting that, not interesting that this is a medley, like that makes a lot of sense because they obviously don't have time to do the entire musical right now, and anything that would have been left out, people would have been like, why didn't you include this? So like a medley allows you to do more of it, right? But also I'm now very interested to see which songs are going to make it into this medley.
Man, the man is non-stop.
I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, the jag, I'm amazing and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop knowledge. Yeah, I'm fast, patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every accent's an act of creation. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. When I am not throwing away my shot, I am not throwing away my shot. And you will just like my country, I'm young, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my, not throwing away my shot. Look around, look around. Look around.
It irritates me so much that the crowd is infinitely louder in the mix than they are, but I'm happy. I feel like we got a good segment of Alex's rap there, especially that first verse. You guys I did a whole remix, so I love that song, okay? I love it. It's still crazy that my brain wants to smash my version and the original version together. Not crazy that happens, but just crazy that it happens every time I listen to it. But I love that. I don't like that they cut a piece out of it. That threw my brain for a loop a little bit. But overall, they kept the majority of it, most of the good, yummy parts of that initial first verse, which I feel like that's one of the iconic songs. It has to be, right? Like My Shot is, I don't know, maybe it's just iconic to me because I just love it so much, and I have like a Young, Scrappy, and Hungry shirt, which I probably should be wearing right now, but I'm wearing a Prince shirt instead. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm not looking at the camera, but whatever. The point is, I should probably be wearing that, but I'm not. Sorry, I failed you all massively. But I feel like that's one of the iconic songs, so that makes sense that that's in there. Also, this, Schuyler Sisters, that makes sense, right? Because you get all three of the girls, boom, right there, one song. It's very easy. I'm interested to see if we get the other versions of the characters that these people play. Like, for example, Mariah. So we got Peggy. Are we going to get Mariah Reynolds? Right? Are we going to get Thomas Jefferson and Lafayette? Like, does that make sense? I don't know, but I'm interested to see. But anyway, it's still, that's not really why I paused. I mostly paused because I need to give myself a break from the fact that like the girls came in singing Lovely, and then it was like this like massive roar of audience, which like they deserve for sure, but I need them to hear that. I don't need to hear it. I need to hear them, you know? So, this video is just gonna be me complaining about the mix, I think. Sorry, guys. I'm always honest with you guys. I always tell you what I think, feel, and am experiencing in the moment. And what I'm experiencing is why. Hey! Okay, wait. Time out. I wasn't ready for that because I did when they was doing the bullet. I wasn't expecting them to go there. You feel me? Okay. Time out. I just need to say, put some respect on my girls' names. Okay. Clear as day, all right? I love my boy Lynn like he came out of me. You guys know this, okay? That's my boy. But also, like, when Renee came in, you feel me? You felt the power when she was singing, okay? It don't matter what mics they using, you feeling it, okay? Philippa sounds amazing. And, I mean, I feel like Jasmine is barely in that song. So, like, shouts out to her for being there. You know, her and Peggy hit every time, but also she not really, Peggy isn't really in the musical. Like, she there, like, you know, she there, she in the back of the class photo, but did you remember going to school with her? Cause I don't, she wasn't there. So, yeah, the point is the girls were clear as day, even with my frustrations with the mic situation. I gotta give respect where respect is due. You already know I love them a lot. And this is why, cause they're monsters. So, yeah, they really came in singing on that one. Also, my brain like just immediately knew that was the end of the song for whatever reason. Like, I don't know what about that chorus my brain picked up like this is the end of the, but I just knew. It was like, okay, this is the last chorus, which is interesting, like how our brains work like that. But anyway, we are now getting to my boy Diggs. Okay, he about to go crazy. He's on the table and everything. This is about to be lit. So I'm hot. I'm like sweating already. I'm excited. I'm actually trying to contain myself just in case there's any of you watching who haven't seen like my actual reaction series to this and like saw how I got to this level of amped for all things Hamilton. But if you're new here, please hit the like button for my sacrifice, because like I really just want to like backflip off the table right now, but I'm not. Okay, this is the more contained version of me. So you're welcome.
Resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. Really?
Okay. Oh, time out. The musical is already fast enough. They really be give you a whiplash with how quickly they be going from scene to scene and song to song. But I wasn't even able to really process my boy Diggs going hard. They also didn't give him his full section from Guns and Ships, which I mean, okay, it's not that long. The whole song's not that long. I mean, like I feel like I also really love the song. I'm kind of biased, but I feel like they could have gave my boy a little bit more than that. Put a little bit more dip on the chip. You feel me? But okay, I'm glad that he was included in it. Jonathan, I'm forgetting his last name. The guy who, I think you guys said he's like in Glee and Frozen or something. He's in some other like big projects. He's like super famous outside of this. The King, he is still funny. Like he didn't even say that. He didn't do that much. He was here for 5 seconds and I was still smirking because he's that funny. But one thing that is interesting is he's the only person who hasn't been wearing black so far, which I feel like is supposed to differentiate him from the fact that like he's not a colonist. He's like the king. I just thought up until this point, because they're all like wearing very formal attire and they're all in black, I just assumed the Tonys had like, you know, it was like the black tie events or whatever. I just thought it was a theme that you have to wear black at the Tony, but like apparently not. My boy is in the red blazer looking fire, by the way. Wow. Did you hear that voice break? Anyway. Yeah, that was crazy. Like when I saw him coming, like it was, yeah, that was crazy. I don't know if that's just for the performance that everybody's wearing black now, if my assumption was wrong, or if just for the performance he was able to wear red, or if this is like a situation where like everybody is supposed to wear black, but like he's such a boss that he can just do whatever he wants. It's like when Rihanna shows up to the Met Gala like an hour and a half late and not in theme, but she's like, I'm Rihanna, so suck it up, be happy I'm here. Like maybe it's one of those situations. I don't know, but that was crazy. And coming right off a date, it was a lot is what I'm saying. So anyway, we only got like half a second of his song because he's leaving now. Inside, that's right, Hercules Mulligan. Okay, so I know where we are now. So Oak is about to come in. I feel like this is really cool that even though all of the segments are way too short, we're getting like all of the key main characters in this. So far, the characters who play two characters have only done one character, but also so far we've mostly gotten the characters who play one character. The only two characters so far who we've gotten who play two characters are Jasmine and Diggs, and so those aren't characters, those are people. But you know what I'm saying. The only two people who play two characters who we've gotten so far are Jasmine and Diggs, and so we will see as we continue if we get their other characters as well, or if it's just like a, hey, you get your most famous character. Jasmine's most famous character can't be Peggy. That doesn't make sense at all. Like narratively, reaction wise in the comments, her importance to the story, her singing ability that she showed off, which just makes so much more sense if they're doing their most iconic characters from the musical that they were doing Mariah. So maybe the actors who play two characters are going to get both of their characters. I don't know. We'll see. But also, hold on, time out, because it just dawned on me that Leslie just had the little nonstop intro, and that's trash. I need way more than, like, he not gonna sing? Whatever. How much we got left? Okay, we're only halfway through. There's hope. I'm hoping. I'm gonna be really pissed off if that's the only Leslie moment we got. But yeah, I'll just hold. Okay, maybe because he's going back to do the musical, right, on Broadway. So maybe because he's going back to do the musical on Broadway, it's like you don't need to see his parts as much because you're about to see him do his parts again on Broadway. And so maybe that's why. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm enjoying the medley. It's like crazy how fast they're transitioning. And I really, really hate the choice of like audio that they used. But other than that, the performance is really cool. And really love that they included the ensemble and the table and the little soapbox, I guess, for Hamilton to stand on during my shot. It's just like a bunch of really cool, even though he doesn't stand on a, right? He stands on the soapbox in Farmer Refuted, not in my shot. But whatever. The point is, we're getting props, ensemble, choreography and stuff. It's a cool performance. It's me. I have to talk about something. So it's probably going to be the things that annoy me. But overall, really cool.
Now somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, when you knock me down, I get to back up again. The world turned upside. I wanna be in the
Yes!
room where it happens. I wanna be in the room.
This should have started 15 seconds earlier in the song. Oh my goodness. That whole part though, like when he comes to the realization, you get what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. We're going to hear it because I'm excited. Like I was just talking about why I needed more, right? And then I tried to, I knew you weren't going to let me down, guys. I knew you weren't going to let me down. I was trying to come up with like a valid excuse for why he wasn't going to sing. But they just faked me out a little bit, okay? But yeah, this whole part of the song is, hold on. This video is gonna have a Patreon exclusive version too, because I have to hear like his whole ending part of the song, and because I have to, might as well share it with you guys. So for those of you guys who are on Patreon, thank you, appreciate it, allowing me to eat. For those of you who are not on Patreon, you'll see me right after I'm done listening to the end part of the song because I love it. Actually, I should probably listen to like the performance part first and then listen to his part. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Room Where It Happens coming up after this.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room. Dream in the dark for the most part. Dark has a tune where it happens. I gotta be in one. I wanna be in the room where it happens. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known.
Oh, wait. No, I said I was going to listen to it. I'm about to listen to it. I really like that song too. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. They didn't have him do One Last Time because like I would assume that that's the more powerful of the two songs, but I actually like this song better than One Last Time. Like One Last Time is a bop, don't get me wrong. Like I really, really like this song. And so I also like resonate with this song on a deeper level. So maybe, I don't know if Lin like composed this medley. Maybe Lin also resonates with this song more than One Last Time, even though One Last Time is like narratively the more impactful moment. And also shows off Chris's voice better because like it's the final salvo. And so yeah, I don't know, but I like this song. I'm gonna get to it in a second, but We need a little bit of room where it happens, specifically the end, because like the end is just ridiculous, dude. I also feel like this medley should, instead of being 4.5 minutes long, it should be like 12 minutes long. But that's just me, okay? I don't run the Tonys. My name ain't even Tony. I'm just saying, like, more. You know what I'm saying? More. Okay. Right here on the what do you want, Burr? That's what give me right here. That's what I needed. What do you want, Burr? Right? You see what I'm saying? Like you see what I'm saying? That whole part right there could have very easily fit in this medley. I don't understand. It was like 1 minute and 24 seconds. That's not even that much. Okay. I try to think of a metaphor for longer than that. That's not that long of a time. I don't understand. They were so close. There had to have been a time limit, right? Like wherever they are. Had to have like a Beatles concert after or something. I don't understand. John Lennon had to be coming back from the dead to push them out of the building himself, because why could this not have been long? What else were y'all doing? I feel like there's probably like some like epic stuff, or what's the other stuff that people have been telling me to react to? Wicked? Is that what it's called? There's been some other stuff that people are like, hey, this is super popular right now. You should react to this. I'm sure those all got their day in the sun, right? But also I needed more, is what I'm saying. Specifically of specific segments. And no shot at the segments that I haven't said I needed more of, but like of the segments I did say I need more of. I needed more, is what I'm saying. So okay.
I wanna be in the room where it Let me tell you what I wish I'd known. When I was young and you have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that greatness lies in you, but remember from here on in, history has its own.
That's it. Wait, hold on. They swapped from History Has Its Eyes on You into Nonstop, right? Because the motif of History Has Its Eyes on You is in Nonstop.
That is correct.
They swapped from the History Has Its Eyes on You ending portion, like the ending run, into the History Has Its Eyes on You run in Nonstop, and are bringing it full circle. Yeah, full circle with the Nonstop. Started with Nonstop, ended with Nonstop. That's interesting. I don't know if that's right, because I haven't listened to Nonstop in a while, but I feel like what I just said is right.
That is correct.
And if it's not right, I'm sure people will be tearing me apart in the comments, so I'll figure out soon enough. But if I'm right, that's awesome. That's a really cool way to do that. That's like my favorite medley choice that they've made so far as like the actual construction of it, like the arrangement part of this. I think that's really, really cool. If that is in fact what they did, which I think that is what I think I'm right on that. Okay.
That is correct.
But yeah, that also, if this is coming full circle now, then that also means that we are not getting the second characters that everybody played. So everybody only did their Act 1 characters, correct? And also, we're not getting reference to like Reynolds' pamphlet, Say No to This, Hurricane. That whole just super traumatic, just that whole part is, yes. Let's just ignore all of the stuff that made me cry. That's just, that's great. It's Quiet Uptown. We're not referencing that. I don't know. They could in the last 30 seconds of this, but I'm assuming they aren't, because that would make no sense for them to do it in the last 30 seconds and not have this book end it, like, have the Nonstop coming back into Nonstop book end it. So, anyway, this is very cool.
I know that greatness lies in you. History has its own.
Fire. Loved it, even though I complained like half the video. That was awesome. Yeah, super dope. Okay, so yeah, that was dope. I had lots of stuff that bugged me especially the audio. But other than that, the medley choices, I feel like choices had to be made. If you're given a time slot, you got to fit into it, you know? But I feel like their time slot should have been longer. So I'm going to blame the Tonys for that and not Lynn or Alex. I don't know who was a part of like composing and arranging the medley itself, but I thought that was really cool how they bookended it with Nonstop. And Nonstop also like does that thing where it references like all the other motifs up to that point. So like it feels like pretty natural, like from start to finish. In the moment, not so much, but when you look at it in totality, it feels like very natural the way that they did that and used Nonstop like as the medley, right? But, and this is important, I needed more of like a bunch of different songs in there. I feel like the one that they got the closest to what I would have liked it to be was probably the My Shot first verse, because while they took stuff out of that, I feel like they got most of it in there. Also, the Guns and Ships part was like, okay, they got most of it in there. Took some of it out of there for sure, but they got most of like, in my opinion, the iconic part of that song in that part for Diggs. As far as the girls, I do like Schuyler Sisters, and I feel like it shows off Philippa and Renee's voice immaculately, but also I feel like both of them have better songs than that. I get that they didn't have time for that, so like that makes sense, but I feel like Jasmine really got shafted with that choice there. Like, yes, she does technically sing, yes, she is technically a part of that song, but like also not really. Like, she only a little bit more in that song than I am, is what I'm saying. Like, she has a whole iconic moment, a whole iconic song, sultry, seductive. She could have been in a red dress, like Jonathan was in a red tux top, I don't know, the blazer. You guys see that I mostly wear band t-shirts and anime t-shirts. I don't know what the different high fashion tops are called, okay? But he wore a red something. She could have wore a red something. It could have been a moment, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like overall it was good. I enjoyed it. Even though I'm like nitpicking the hell out of it, I understand that. But like, one, I need something to talk about, and if I just said, oh my god, this is great, goodbye, that would be dumb. What would be the purpose of you clicking on this video? But two, also, I got opinions, I got stuffs I gotta say, and you guys know that I just share. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like Christopher, or Chris, whatever, his section was like really dope, just switching between songs, and also his voice is just great. And I was trying to like keep track of like who from the crowd got the most cheers, like who is like most respected in the community, like in the theater community. Who do people like? Obviously they're all respected, obviously they've all been awarded, obviously they're all a part of this like iconic thing that's gonna live on forever, right? But like, who does that make sense? Like, on a championship team, not everybody get the MVP trophy, you feel me? Not everybody is like loved by the fan base 20 years later at the same level. Not everybody's a starter. And so I was curious, because again, I wasn't there for like the original run, and also I haven't really been like a part of the fan base like that to really know who gets the most love. So I was trying to keep track of like who was getting the most cheers, but I got distracted. I got distracted by the actual medley itself, and like the singing and the dancing, and the choreography was cool. So yeah, if you guys know, like if there is like some like general hierarchy of like, these are the most popular performers from this musical, these are the people who were either the most awarded, or are the most beloved by the fan base, or are the most respected by the Broadway theater community at large, let me know. I know that Jonathan is a part of that for sure, because like you guys told me, but I don't know who else is like, this person is a monster amongst monsters, you know? But it sounded like everybody got loud cheers, which is what I was hoping for, so that was good. And overall, really dope performance. I, again, didn't watch the Tonys, so I don't know what else happened. I don't know who was awarded, who was nominated, if they were in anything else that got nominated this same year. I don't know. But let me know in the comment section down below if you have any other additional context or information that you would like to relay on me in the comment section. Please do that down below. If you have any other reaction recommendations, definitely leave those in the comment section down below as well. While you're down there, definitely make sure to like and subscribe not to miss any more content like this. And I'll see all of you guys here on the channel next time. Peace.
Twilight, Pink skies, no blues. A new love, but we know that it'll cruise. Like time in a queue, wet shampoo, new bamboo. Much more of it will ensue. I'm caught in this trance in lieu of sinking down in the stew. You change up the brew, now life tastes so brand new. It's delicious like fondue. Under the moonlight tonight, stars and hearts shimmering. You illuminate who I am. You're a bad light, you are my midnight.